Guns, knives, and watches. And sometimes, most of the time, I lament, I lambaste, and I persecute. But sometimes I feel for the people around me. These people that live in these vast voids, these wastelands, these deserts of isolation and solitude, where the only green that they have to experience is an area that is valued as such a precious commodity. They don't get the ability to enjoy it or revel in it in an area in which I simply take for granted. This is the vast wasteland, the crap, the bullshit that humanity, unfortunately, this is your destiny. And this is the way it works. I raise hell with all of those that live outside of this, outside of the buildings and this, that, or the other. And yet, this is my life. This is my world. This is the one in which my soul exists. It doesn't exist out there in the field. It does not exist out there in the wilderness. It does not exist out there in this, that, or the other. This vast desert, this wasteland, is the one in which my soul resides. And this is the one that I exist in. I exist in the heating units. I exist in the mirrored glass windows that I would have built. I exist in the parking lots that are valued at what they cost, $45 to $65 a day. The pools that are not used, the experiences that are not taken, the isolation. And this is the place where true human isolation exists. It doesn't only exist in the basements of people's houses, this, that, or the other, with the generations that have been so fucking disconnected, they have no ability to rationalize or grasp the concept of what is real. I'm not talking about those that can't get out, can't experience. I'm talking about the people that won't. I have sympathy for those that can't. I have no sympathy for those that won't. But yet I exist in a vast desert. And this is the population. This is what I actually set my pack up for when I am going into those environments. Because these are the environments in which I thrive. These are the environments that I actually exist. And these are the actual environments in which I am the predator. Because these people, they live in these towers, these colossal icons to stupidity and ignorance, exist. I wish I could sit there and say that I have sympathy, but I have none. I have no caring. I have no regard. I have no anything. Because I was raised in a world in which the strong survive and the weak get eaten. And you're going to have to understand the concept of this as guns, knives, and watches. Because when I look at those buildings, what's the debt load of the city? What can you buy? What are these people going to have to experience to take what they aren't paying for because they're not paying the taxes? They're not living up to their responsibility. They're not actually living and paying for what they're using in our society. I love that. Or their lawmakers have stolen it from them. They stole their life, their way of life, their existence. They sold them a concept of bullshit. Sold them an ideal, and they were stupid enough to buy it. And that's relevant in modern society, modern civilization, even in modern political, consequences. I watched a show the other day where they got to sit there and say that the current presidential candidate is going to win, and he's not going to give you a fucking thing he promises. The chick, unfortunately, even though she's skull and bones, who is the last out of the last 4 presidents, 3 of them have been skull and bones, doesn't have the ability to win. Because people don't. Because people are morons. That's just the way it is. People are stupid. Anyway, long live Skull and Bones. Long live the system. Long live the next president, who's going to have the opportunity of killing billions of people through his actions. Peace out, Boy Scout. These are the times we plan for. These are the times we deal with. And this is our life. This is what we actually have to experience. And a lot of people are going to have the opportunity of perishing over that. Isn't it great? I love people dying. Rock out with your cock out, boys.